What's up, y'all?
This is Beyond 21.
I'm Caitlin,
And I'm Callie.
and today we're doing a blast from the past.
Prom edition. I figured you were going to go... Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun topic because I haven't been to prom in how many years?
It's been a while.
Since 2018. What is that? 6 years?
Yep.
Okay. That's cool.
I hadn't been in 4 years.
Wow. It really bothers me that I've been out of high school for 6 years.
Wow, why does that bother you?
I don't know, because it don't feel like it's supposed to have been that many years.
I
mean, that's a lot of years, you know, like, that would be like my baby being 6 years old. You see what I'm saying? Like 6 whole years?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Did y'all not have a 5-year reunion?
No.
Oh, were you supposed to?
My class can't seem to get it together.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't miss high school. I miss college, honestly. I've only been out a month or two now, but
I miss the nostalgia.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is that the right word? It's like the feeling that I get when I think about myself in high school. I miss that I didn't live in the moment in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess that's where I'm at right now.
I just miss like walking through the Merrill Hall. I miss sitting down in class. I miss being in a team room. I miss like going to Chick-fil-A.
Oh, the Chick-fil-A.
Between classes. Like I miss going and working out with Hunter.
I bet y'all had a good time doing that. And like I bet you miss being in college with Hunter.
That's what I told him the other day. I said I literally
not necessarily by yourself,
right.
But like when you and Hunter were both in college and y'all were just like, it was like the freedom that you feel after high school.
Yeah, and we went to college together in the mornings. We would go together. We would work out together. He would drop me off at class, or I would drop him off at class, and we'd meet in the middle afterward. Like that, I miss that so much. Like those, I'm so thankful that we get to share those moments together. But, you know, now we share adulthood together, so.
Well, when you get married, it'll be like that all over again.
Really?
Like, when y'all go to the grocery store together. Like, y'all know y'all go to the grocery store together, but like,
I love our grocery store days.
I know I do too. That's
so
like one of my favorite times is when me and Blake go to the grocery store. And like, I know, like, I make him push the buggy and do all that stuff.
I make him push the buggy.
I know, I noticed that the other day. But like, and now seeing y'all at the grocery store the same day and the same time that we go to the grocery store. Like, I don't know. I like that. But, like, when y'all get married and you're just by yourself, like, until you have kids, like, you live in that constant, like, it's like, well, at least for me and Blake, like, even though we had our issues or we'd fight or get mad or whatever, you know, we would still, it still felt like we were, like, in the honeymoon phase until we had our kid, and then we were just, like, survival mode.
Yeah.
Or until I got pregnant, we went into survival mode, but, like, you know, it's just, like,
it's the little things.
When we owned the bike, like, I look back at that time, like, I know that was, like, a dangerous, like, a worrisome time for, like, friends and family of ours, but, like, when we rode the bike, that was just, like, one of those, like, I could do this for the rest of my life type of deal. Like, it
one of those feelings.
It feels like you never age. It feels like, I don't know, it's a hard feeling to describe until you understand how that, just like, it feels like you're living in like a perfect world under perfect conditions, and like every bit of stress like just dissolves.
I understand what you're talking about. I don't get like the full effect of it just because we're not officially married, but like the little things that we do here, like just picking at each other, or little things we might say like to each other, or like, I don't know, just the little actions that that we carry out, like us playing Fortnite together, like especially when we're winning, like I don't know, we just feel like so united, and we are besties, but yeah, like you feel extra bestie mode, but it just, I don't know, and like even today when we were like rush cleaning, we were such a team, like we were running 2 different operations, but for the same team, for the same purpose.
Yeah. The same goal.
Like he was he was going one way with the dust mop, and we passed each other. Like, I was going with the vacuum cleaner, he was going with the dust mop, and he said something about it. But just things like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel so connected.
Well, once y'all get married and y'all do stuff together, like, y'all will find things that, like, you maybe, like, you know, Hunter was talking about maybe wanting, like, a razor. Y'all will get into something, like a hobby that you enjoy together. And, like, we rode razors and we rode fullers and we did all that. But, like, we didn't have a razor until after I got pregnant. So we really couldn't do that hobby together. Now that we have her, it's really not safe for her to be on it. So that's not really a hobby that we're interested in. But, like, when we rode the bike and when we used to, Lord forbid, we used to bar hop. But that was one of those times when we used to go and, like, do what we wanted to do when we wanted to do it. And just the feeling of freedom.
Honestly, I think that's where we're at right now is, like, the Fortnite thing. That's our thing.
Yeah.
Watching these TV series that we started, that's our thing.
We do that a lot, too.
Like, this 4th of July weekend, we've decided we're going to sit down and watch all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies again. We've been doing it. And, like, pickleball, I think that's going to be our new thing together, but at the same time with y'all. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're looking good on time, but, like, that's another thing I wanted to mention in this podcast. Like, y'all, if y'all have not tried pickleball, I was a pickleball hater, okay?
Thank you, Bernie.
You know, we accidentally, unintentionally, like, ragged him one episode.
We did not intend to rag. We were bragging.
We were bragging on you, Bernie. And
no, wait. No rag, just brag.
Bernie, I want to give you the clap.
A public apology to Bernie.
Public apology.
That was no disrespect intended. We fully respect your commitment and your knowledge.
And I genuinely felt bad when I didn't bring you an ice cream that day. I really did. I should have brought you an ice cream, but you were on a sugar diet, and I didn't want to tempt you. But that was the wrong decision. But anyway, Bernie has been, like, giving us all the official rules, and he was telling us how to keep score the other day. And I just could not get it wrapped around my brain, dude. Until we started hollering it at each other. And
when we were playing Blake and Hunter, then it started to click.
Yeah. Because at first I didn't understand. Because when you play volleyball or you play badminton, when you lose a serve, the other team gets it. And so
it doesn't matter. Like, if the ball hits the ground, and it's your fault, the other person gets a point. Like, that's what I was right. Like, and why are we still at 2?
When you only get a point on the serve, and then when you've got server number 1 and server number 2, and you have to swap every time. And so when you're, let's say me and Callie are playing together.
You don't have to explain the rules. I mean, we don't have time for that.
Well, I know. But, like, you both have to serve even if you messed up on the first serve. And I'm like, I don't understand that because that's not right. That's not what you do in volleyball and stuff.
I know. That's what I was comparing.
So when Bernie said, now it's your serve, I was like,
I know.
Because I just messed up. It should be your serve. And he's like, no, it's yours. And I was like, okay, this isn't right. So the score, and I think the 3 numbers got me because I was like, you got to do like 6, 4, 1. Mm-hmm. So it's like the leading score, the next score, and then which server number you're on. And like that just sent me. I just couldn't do it like in my mind.
These are so loud. Can we turn them?
Oh, it's just...
Yeah, you turn... Well, that's too much. That's too much. That's good.
Okay.
It was...
I'm sorry.
You know how sensitive my ears are.
Oh, it was blaring. All the way up while ago.
It was blaring.
It really would have been blaring. But yeah, so if y'all haven't tried pickleball, definitely give it a try. And if you're around town and we like you and you like us, you can come play with us sometime. If you're not from around here, we don't play with you.
Or if we don't like you, we can pretend. I can pretend. I'm nice. I'm genuine.
I'm genuine, but like if I'm not besties with you, you'll probably.
I would rather not play anything with anybody else if I don't like them, but I can tolerate it. I mean, if there are fans, I'm down for it.
Oh yeah, if you're our fans, but if you're a hater, I don't want to see you.
Yeah, goodbye.
And don't get out there with Bernie because
I'll give you my backhand that Bernie complimented.
Hey, you know what? When Bernie burned me the other day with that one, when he come in with the, I swear I saw flames coming off the paddle, dude. When he come in and it about hit me in the leg, I thought he was serious about that. He was not showing any mercy. Like he let us warm up and then he was like, okay, I'm in here for the game. I'm in here to win and I'm not going to go easy on y'all. So thank you, Bernie. You're making us better.
All right.
Let's get into the blast from the past. We're doing prom edition today, y'all. Okay. So now that we're off the pickleball topic and we're on to blast from the past, we're going to have a couple of these little episodes that are blast from the past. So we'll be telling you about our lives and stuff.
Also, we're trying to go play pickleball right now. So we're trying to
we're not trying to rush y'all.
No, we're not going to rush, but we're
trying to play pickleball before the baby has to go to bed.
Okay, so
we're doing you first?
I guess so. It says my name first.
Okay, so we're going to do, Callie went to prom 3 times, so we're going to talk about all 3 years. So first, I want to ask you, how did he ask? And we will have photos posted on the Patreon, and I'll try to throw some on here if I have time, but if not, we won't. So, first
How
year.
did he ask on the
How
first
did he
year?
ask?
So it was his senior year, and I shouldn't have been going to prom yet because I was a sophomore. So he had a tackle box with a green like cardstock thing like in the inside the lid of the tackle box. And he had all my kinds of like favorite candy in the little
you
pockets.
had a snackle box.
I had a snackle box. All my favorite candies and whatever. And so on the green poster board it said, I'm officially like fish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm officially asking you to prom. And so I thought something that night suspicious was going on because like he said something to his mom about no, not right here, and she had the camera out, and I was like, what is going on? And
Is he gonna ask me to marry him?
honestly, I was like, this is a little soon, but Anyway, so we so obviously like, and he said, will you go to prom with me? And I said yes. And it was in his living room. Like, we weren't out and about, like, somewhere. But, it was fun. Like, to me, it wasn't a big old deal. Like, for him to make it a big deal. Like, to be out somewhere. Like, it's just prom. So,
yeah.
Like, the way he did it, loved it. It was cute, whatever. And so, I don't think because, like I said, that was his senior year. So, like, he didn't have another prom to ask me to.
Yeah.
So, I think, for my junior and senior prom, I don't think I actually asked him or did anything.
It was kind of a given.
Yeah.
That y'all were going to go to prom together.
I just didn't feel like I should ask that. So.
I'm trying to pull up a picture here about how Blake asked me to prom real quick. There it is. Okay. Now back to the Google Doc outline. Okay. So, let's talk about your dresses.
Okay.
Tell me about dress number 1, sophomore prom for you.
Okay, so dress number 1, it was a 2-piece, and that was when we were working at the prom dress shop. So
my gosh, that's gonna be a whole nother episode.
So, we actually got to see a lot of girls try on dresses, and we like kind of could pick like what our good ones were, what we thought looked good, whatever.
Right.
And so I saw this one. And it was a 2-piece, and it was white. The top had kind of like a little bit of a pearl, I think, on the spaghetti straps, or it was either pearl down here, something like that. But it was white top, and then the bottom had red roses with like kind of like a charcoal as the petals, and it was like really fluffy. Like this thing had layers.
Dress.
I felt like a princess. That was probably. The way I looked, that was my most favorite prom ever. I loved the way my hair was. I had a spray tan.
Oh my gosh, Mama made us get spray tans. I was stressed.
I loved the dress. I felt like a princess. The pictures turned out the best. Like, that prom, the way I looked and the way the pictures ended up being, like, that one was my favorite.
Your hair was so cute. It was like half up, half down, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is like the whole thing was just great. And so...
We went to prom together, like me and Callie and Hunter and Blake. We all went together because, like, we were besties.
Mm-hmm.
We had a great time together, always.
Our microphones are in sync.
Oh, I love that.
But sorry.
Oh, is that all you need?
I was gonna say my junior and senior one.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about those two.
My junior, and I always tried to go super cheap on the dresses just because
Mom and Dad had to pay for 2 of them.
Yeah, and
one time.
I just felt bad, and I thought, I'm never going to wear this again, so I don't want it to be a bunch. So, on my second dress, we got it at some kind of, like, low-maintenance, like, prom dress shop. Like, they didn't have a lot of stuff in there, and they didn't have a lot of flashy stuff. But I saw this one, and I thought, that's very unique, and it's, like, kind of an old style. Like,
it looked like it was, like, a 20s Great Gatsby looking.
And I liked
talking about the navy blue with the sparkle?
It wasn't, no. This one was that bright, like, electric blue with the little thing that come across right here.
Oh, what was the navy blue with the sparkle? That was
my senior.
Okay.
So,
sorry, I didn't mean to ruin
it's
that.
okay. So, and it had a split in it, And so I thought, okay, this one fits me a little, like it fits to me more, and it kind of has that old look to it, that old soul look to it. And I thought, I think, it was cheap. Like, I swear it was like less than $100. I swear it was. If it was not less than $100, it was definitely less than 200 because I snagged that thing.
You're like, yup.
Yeah, and so
Didn't even have a job at that point in time. No, yes, you did. But you were like, yup.
yeah, and so
You were banging your card on the counter. Sorry, Marley.
she's like, take my money. Mama bought it, but I want it to be super cheap. So we got that. I was wearing some like silver heels that were like this thick, and I didn't like my hair. That prom
was
it was all up. I hated it.
Why did you choose that?
I don't know. I was trying to do something different. Honestly, I don't have a clue why. Excuse me. And then Carly did my makeup. And I'm not throwing any disrespect. Carly did a great job on my makeup. But I was white as a ghost. I had no tan.
That's how I looked.
Because I swear this prom was like in February. It wasn't really, but like it felt like
it was in March.
Yeah, but it was like still super cold. Like nobody was out getting a tan. Like I didn't get a spray tan. I just was so uncomfortable with the way I looked. Hated that prom.
That was awful. Mama didn't make you get a spray tan.
I hated the way I looked that prom. The actual prom was pretty good.
Yeah.
My senior prom, everything fell apart. My hair looked awful.
My gosh.
Like the lady that did my hair, I didn't like how she did it, but I didn't say anything in the moment. So then we went back home and I was squalling and Mama had to fix it. And like, Mama didn't do a bad job fixing it, but it wasn't the way I wanted it like the first time. And so the dress was really pretty, but honestly, like looking back, I wish I hadn't chose that dress. I was still white as a piece of cotton. Like I didn't get a spray tan like an idiot. And anyway, so I wished I'd have got one of those like really cute, like sparkly, bright colors. I wish I'd have done that, and I didn't. I went with the like most dull colors ever, and I hated myself for it. It was a really pretty dress, but it just wasn't me.
Yeah.
And not to say that like anybody necessarily pushed me to get that dress, but everybody hyped that dress up so much, like at the prom dress shop, that I felt led to get that dress instead of the one I got.
I swear, dude, they will hype something up.
And I wish that
oh my gosh, girl, you look so good in it. And I'm like,
I know. I wish I would have just followed my heart on that, because I could have got a dress that literally made me feel like Cinderella, and it was sparkly and it was like light blue, and I wish I would have got that.
You're still regretting it.
I still regret it. Yeah, I literally, and that prom was awful. None of the parents would leave, and this was like right before COVID hit, like a day before they let out and said, nope, no more school. COVID's here, no more school.
At least you got your prom.
We almost had it canceled, but we actually got it. So anyway,
if you're done talking about your dress,
let's
take a pause.
Yeah, I'll get back to it.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah,
the way I snailed up behind this microphone.
So my senior prom, it was like right after COVID, and it just, the parents wouldn't leave, and they wouldn't turn the lights off. Like, it literally took them 20 minutes to get the parents out of there. It was awful. So anyway.
Hold on. Let me go back to okay. So your prom group. Tell us about your prom group.
We didn't have a prom group. I mean, the first prom I went to, Hunter's senior prom, I was a sophomore. We went with y'all. And did we even eat together? I don't think we didn't eat together, because Greg and Jennifer was eating with us, and that's most of the time what we did every year. Yeah. We ate with Greg and Jennifer, and if Mama stayed after the pictures, she would eat with us. But that year we went with y'all, like, we literally took pictures together. Y'all went and ate somewhere. We went and ate somewhere different. And then I don't even know where we went and ate. I think we met up at the door.
Arby's? I think.
We went to Longhorns.
Why didn't we go beyond?
I don't have a clue.
They had Longhorn built then in Gadsden?
Mm-hmm. And so, no, we were in Oxford.
Oh, yeah. Where did we eat in Oxford? Maybe it was Arby's.
I don't know, but
bold move, huh?
Yeah, really. So the next 2 years, like, I didn't have any friends. Like, I got invited for my senior year to go with a group, but they didn't have any dates, I don't think. And so I didn't want to
bring a date.
Yeah. So
all the girlies invited you, and then you bring your other half, and then they're like,
I didn't want to do that. So I was like, nah, it's fine. Like, I didn't ever long to go with anybody else. And so we just ate with Greg and Jennifer, and like I said, if Mama stayed, we'd eat with her. So
okay, so where was your prom located?
So,
Proms.
all
3 of them.
his senior year was at the Oxford Civic Center, and the senior walkout for that, the bomb.com, like the
No, don't tell people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's my senior.
Well, I'm sorry. I
Don't
was still a
talk
part of it. But anyway, the way
Tell the part that you're talking about.
Okay, so the way you walk out just made me feel like a princess, made me feel like royalty or something. And then especially when we got down the steps, like, and we walked through this big hallway, like there was plenty of space for like any other people that were a part of the prom, like to be on each side of the hallway, and you just walk through all these people. I felt so important. I felt popular. Like people in my grade, or at least somebody that knew me, were like, "Oh my God, Callie!" And there was a couple of like
the siblings of the seniors that were there.
Yeah, like whoever, like they were giving me high fives. Like I just felt fancy. I felt important, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I got a man on my arm. Like we're up in here, and we're gonna dance the night away."
I'm 16 years old and I'm at the prom.
I felt so classy, so fancy, whatever. But anyway, so the next two proms, my junior and senior, were both at 210 on the track. 210 at the track?
At the tracks.
210 at the tracks in Gadsden. And it was a nice place. Like that was probably the best, because at the Civic Center it was really cramped. They had tables all over the place and it was so cramped. It was hot in there.
Yeah.
But then at 210 at the tracks, they did have a lot of tables, but they were like off to the side. Like you had plenty of room for dancing. They had a stage for dancing, and you weren't cramped. You had plenty of space in there. Yeah. And they had like other little setups, like to take little pictures with those little like things on a stick,
Yes.
And they had a backdrop, so all that.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us about your senior lead out?
So my senior lead out sucked because they put us behind these like little medical screens like you would do for like a scoliosis screening or whatever.
Yeah.
At the middle school. And so they had those like lined up down the wall, and we would hide, because like as if they didn't know we were coming from that way. We would hide back there, but they only gave us about this much space for everybody to like line up through, and there was so many people. Like we had, you got to think this is juniors and seniors with their dates, and so like we had at least 100 and
juniors weren't walking
15-ish. Oh, that's true. Sorry.
Just seniors.
We had about 115-ish, but then you got to think double that because maybe everybody had partners. Everybody had to have a partner. No, they didn't. They didn't have to,
but most people
at least had somebody to walk out with. But anyway, so there was 200, possibly 30 people in there, and it's hot back there because we're all cramped together, we're all squished. But anyway, so we just got done doing a podcast with Garrett, and he was in front of us, so we talked to him the whole time. At least we had somebody nice to talk to. So
yeah,
we took a picture with Garrett.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was pretty much it.
Okay. Do you want to start fresh, and then you can ask me my questions? Okay.
Okay. So I gotta find it. How did Blake ask you?
Okay, so Blake only asked me to prom the one time, and I want to give a little backstory. You guys probably heard this in our, I guess, 4th episode, talking about, or maybe the first one, we were giving a little backstory, but I was dating a guy. We were planning on going to prom together, and so glad we didn't, because we were planning on wearing camo and blue.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
Kill me. I would.
What's wrong with you?
That's what happens when you date rednecks.
Why did you agree to that?
Let me repeat. That's what happens when you date rednecks.
Why did you agree to that?
Because I was stupid. I was 16.
Where were you going to find a camo dress?
Oh, you can find them. Because I found one.
Oh my gosh.
With like...
in the store?
No, but with blue. Oh, let me cut this on real quick.
Okay, well, keep telling you.
About it. It was like this color blue. And obviously not neon, but like, blue and camo. Ugh, gross. And then like the tux was going to be like lined.
I know what you're talking about. Just stop. Just stop.
I could not believe I agreed to that. Anyway, good thing he broke up with me. And so Blake told me, this is before we started dating, he said, if you don't find a prom date come April, I will go with you. How sweet. How freaking sweet. And so, sure enough, I didn't find a prom date by November, and he decided to ask me out, and so we started dating. So then he was automatically going to take me to prom. So he was throwing chickens at the time.
Wow.
If y'all don't know what throwing chickens is, it's when they load the chicken houses up with baby chickens. And so he was in there throwing chickens, and he was going to ask me to prom because we were juniors. And so he posted up with a box of 3 baby chickens and a little sign that says, "You're the only chick I want to go to prom with." Prom? Question mark. And here's a picture. Y'all can't see it, but he had a little baby chicken in his hand. So that's how he asked me for junior year. And he did that at Mom and Daddy's house in the living room. Were you there?
I was there
for that.
I was there.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about each of your dresses.
So my first dress for junior year, it was a 2-piece, and it was a black lace long sleeve top. And then I cannot believe I wore this dress.
I didn't like that dress
I'm
on you.
shook. I don't like looking at it now.
Looking
at it now, I'm like, ooh, why did I wear that? But that was the style then. And then the bottom was white, and it had like fancy looking. What kind of designs are those?
Like paisley looking.
I don't know if it was.
They weren't necessarily paisley.
It was
but
more
I'm saying
like chicken salad chick designs. Like that's the kind of designs you would see in a chicken salad chick. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I've never been there. No, it's okay. You don't have to pull it up. We can look at it
I
later.
literally have it right here.
Okay.
Like, I can't. I just simply cannot. It was kind of paisley, I guess. A little bit. But anyway, so, and Granddaddy let Blake drive his Bel Air to prom. So we had, that, we were talking about the dresses right now. So that was my junior year. And then my senior year, I was going with a dress from the dress shop that we were working at. It was a red dress that went, it was off the shoulder and it went straight across.
It was like a senorita dress.
It looked like a little senorita dancing dress, and it was
with the tan. It was popping off.
Tight fitting, and I think it had a slit. But I didn't like the slit, and I decided against it. I was like, I don't like red, cause I hate the color red, really. And I saw another dress at the prom dress shop. Some other girl tried it on. It was a pink dress, and it had pearl up here, from here to the straps up like that. And it was open in the back, and it was a 1-piece, and it was just real flowy. And I was like, I like that. So that's the one I went with. And it was like $275.
You ordered it online, didn't you?
Yeah. And so I got that dress, and that's the one that I wore to prom senior year.
Okay, so
and a girl that I didn't like wore the dress that I was gonna wear to prom. Bought it from the same dress shop. She bought the dress I tried on.
Nice.
And then wore it, and I was like, thank God I didn't get that dress.
So, do you want to talk about more in depth, like how you went about picking them out? Like, what were you looking for, a certain style? Were you looking for a certain color?
I didn't want to go to prom junior year, honestly, because my spirits were not. It was awkward for me. Like, I wanted to go to prom, but I didn't think the dress thing through. They didn't make cute jumpsuits because those jumpsuits they have at Perfect Dresser on, baby, I would have popped off of one because they're so cute. The little bright pink jumpsuits. Because I wasn't a dress girly when
You weren't.
went to prom. And so that was kind of out of my element. Like, I didn't even wear dresses to church. Like, I'll wear dresses now just on any given Sunday. But, like, then I wasn't a dress girl. And I just felt icky wearing a dress.
Yeah.
And so Mom was like, we need to go pick out your dress. And I was like, no, I don't think so. And Mom was like, okay, well, I'll do this, this, and this if you'll go pick out a dress. So she had to bribe me with something. I don't even know what it was. But anyway, so that was how I went about picking out a dress. And then senior year, I just went voluntarily because I was like, oh, I wore a dress last year. I'll do one this year. So that was just how I kind of went about it.
Okay. So what about picture taking? How'd you feel about that? How'd they go?
Senior year was okay. I didn't really like those pictures, but junior year when we went to Barry, that was That was the ones.
I forgot we went to
Barry is a beautiful place to take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish we would have went to Rome to take pictures. But Rome and Oxford, that's long ways.
Yeah, there's no point in doing that.
Which I guess it wasn't any different because we had prom in Anniston junior year. So really that wasn't even any different. But that was all I have for that.
Did y'all ever have any prom groups?
Yeah, the first year we went with Natalie and Noah. And then second year, you were in my group.
Yeah.
You and Blake. I mean, you and Hunter.
So where was your prom? Where were both of your proms?
So junior year, it was at Classic on Noble in Anniston.
How was that?
It was cramped.
Was it?
It was, and they had food there, but me and Blake ate Arby's in Rome. I think I actually have a picture of Blake pumping gas and eating a Arby's sandwich. I know that sounds really redneck. It was a step up from what I had. I can assure you of that. But we drove to Bel Air, and like I remember going down, getting in the parking lot, or going down Main Street because it was on Broad Street, whatever. And people were lined up outside, and they were just like dropping jaws, watching Blake drive that Bel Air. Like where did it?
With his long hair,
with his long, flowy, curly blonde hair, and then. So we went in, and it was just really cramped. And, like, we sat down on a table, and we never danced. Not one time. We sat down at that table, and we never got up and danced or anything. Like, we just didn't.
I bet he was disappointed.
I bet he wasn't because he really didn't want to either.
Okay.
We just went there. It was really a waste. Like, that was the worst prom, and I thought the prom's going to be like the senior year. I don't even want to go.
Right.
But then senior year, we went, and we had a good time. Like, we partied hard, man. And
so
then
tell us.
Well, we went to Oxford Civic Center and got up there. It was a 2-story place. Got up there and we had a great time.
It was cramped. They had chicken waffles.
Cramped.
Did you ever eat any of that?
No.
I didn't either. I kind of wish that I would have tried it.
I wish we would have ate there too, but we didn't. And we danced a lot and we had a good time. Of course, we never did any other kind of dancing that some of those girls did. Some of those girls was dripping sweat. They had bow ties around their necks. And I was like, nah, girl, you doing too much. That's way too much.
Let's reset and we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay, so tell us about senior walkout since you would let me do it.
So senior walkout. It was
lead out.
Senior lead out, whatever. It was, like I said, Oxford Civic Center for any of you.
You got it.
For any of you that have been there before. I had a little bit of something going on in my brain that didn't want to work, but
still not.
I know. That's
got it
daily for me, but mom brain, I'm gonna use that as my crutch for today. Anyway,
every day,
really. Those of you that have been there,
I should have told this.
When you walk in
you suck at this.
When you walk in the front door, you look and there's like a glass spiral staircase. Really, really honestly kind of scary looking back. At that point in time in my life, I would have walked down some glass stairs. Now, no, absolutely not. But anyways, spiral staircase. They lined you up upstairs where the prom was actually going to be. The prom was going to be upstairs. And you come down the steps. And I think they lined you up by the girls' alphabetical order. The guys really didn't matter.
I think it was by the senior, unless you were both, and then probably was.
It was
girls.
the girl. I think they lined us up by girls. But anyway, because they would say our name first, escorted by blah, blah, blah. And so we come down the steps, and my strap, because I am not broad-shouldered, and my shoulders barely will hold up something. I mean, they barely hold up the T-shirt, you know. That's why I wear T-shirts all the time. But, like, my strap was kind of falling off the side. And I was trying to hold my dress, hold Blake, and try to push my strap up and try not to let Billy Garrett take a picture of my strap hanging down because he was doing the pictures, you know. And I was like, I can't. And I kept saying to Blake, pull my strap up. I think it was actually this one. And, like, he never did get the memo. He was like, what? What'd you say? I was like, pull my strap up. I can't hear you. And I was like, just forget it. Like, I'll just have it hanging off the side. So that was kind of a disaster.
You didn't fix it.
Not till I got past the picture part. And I was carrying I had a corsage on. Yeah. So yeah, that was a disaster. But it was actually a really pretty place, and I enjoyed the prom. We danced and we had a good time, and then we left, and we'll get into the last bit of that later. But yeah, that was that. So I think that's the end of our questions.
I think it is.
So let's get into the other part. What do we do after prom? So did we go to parties? Did you?
No, I didn't go to any parties ever after a prom. I think after every prom, we went to Hunter's house, and then we just
chilled.
I immediately changed into my shorts and t-shirt or whatever, sweatpants, something.
Yeah.
And then might have took a nap on the couch. Who knows? Like, I literally, I want to say one time we might have went to the movies. Maybe. But I can't remember. It's been so long ago. I don't remember what we did, but we didn't do anything spectacular after. I think the most we ever did was like I saw a shooting star after.
Oh, nice. Junior year, Blake had a rager at his mom and dad's house. He had all kinds of people there. And I went over there, but I never got out of the car.
I feel like a cat.
I know, stop doing that. But I never got out of the car because I was scared I'd get in trouble for being around drinking and whatnot. So I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then senior year, Mama let all of us, when I say all of us, I mean me, Blake, and Macy, and then my cousin Alex hang out in the yard, and then she cooked us breakfast. So we had a little fire out there.
For your senior year? Did we go
I hung
to that?
hammocks up. Yeah, you were there. You came out.
Okay.
But we hung hammocks up, and then
I didn't stay out there long though, because
No.
I'm pretty sure I went back and got in
Yeah,
bed.
but
Like, I was
then-
tired. We were both tired. We were like,
Yeah. But then Alex and Blake slept on the couch, and then me and Macy slept in my room. So
Mhm.
we, not too much, but just a little bit of fun. But we had other people going to absolute ragers that I would never let my child go to.
right,
I would not be letting my kid go to half of what some of my friends went to.
right.
Like, I don't know if their parents knew what they were doing, but
Probably
from
not.
from just the regular parties Blake tells me he used to go to before me and him got together, no, absolutely not.
No.
I would not be
Well, and
I would not want my daughter being there.
You would also always hear about somebody getting arrested or somebody running from the cops or the cops pulling up somewhere at somebody's
Busting a
house
party
after
up.
prom.
Yes.
Like, you knew.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
And the last question: do we still have our prom dresses?
yes, and they're for sale.
I have both of mine.
I have all three of mine. And I have a dress from, what's it
Eighth
called?
grade.
Homecoming Queen.
Homecoming.
So-
oh no,
Homecoming. Yeah, it was yeah.
not 8th grade.
No, I do. I have
Have that one
formal-
too.
I have a spring formal dress, and then I have 3 prom dresses, and then I have a homecoming dress.
I was the only Jolly that didn't get voted for homecoming. Is that a surprise? No.
I was surprised I got it, but then somebody, like, I didn't
They
expect
kept
that
telling
to
me they
happen.
were going to vote me in for a joke. And I said, you better not. I
I-
was like, I won't accept it.
I had a lot of people telling me they were voting me in, and I thought, me? Like,
Why
why?
me?
I was like, where did that come from? And they were like, do you not want to be? And I said, yeah. So then I started telling everybody, vote for me.
Oh, no. I did not want
Like,
to be
I
on
would help
homecoming
people
court.
so that they would vote for me.
I absolutely would not have wanted to be on homecoming court.
Oh, I wanted to win that thing.
No. I wanted you to
win
win,
that
too.
thing.
I wanted you to
I
win.
didn't win.
I wanted you and Carly to win both.
Yeah.
But
It was such an honor though to be
the
voted.
politics and the money weren't there.
Though. No.
Let me just say.
Definitely
not for Cherokee
not.
County. Absolutely not.
No.
Anyway, so I think that's going to be it for our blast from the past. So let's get with y'all on the outro. All right, y'all. I think that's going to be it for today.
Don't forget to check out. I've been trying to be better about posting as of yesterday. I've posted on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
I'm actually really proud. I woke up and all that stuff was there, and I was like, "Girl,
I know our TikTok. Did you see it? It's
Did it
got
blow up?
It's not blown up, but it's got about 89 or so likes, and we never get that many likes for the podcast on
Dang.
TikTok. So y'all keep blowing it up. Thank you for the support on that. Like I said, just make sure to keep up with our Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, because I'm going to try to keep posting. I'm going to get on the Stitch or Twitch or whatever it's called.
Twitch,
Shut up. And
Stitch."
shut it. And we're going to start doing like live stuff and streaming and just rando things.
We're gonna start posting pickleball videos. I think if we can get the camera out there and record. Also, I'm changing our YouTube posting day to Wednesday. I'm going to make it Wednesday. That way I've got time to do it, because if we're going to keep recording on Fridays, it's just not going to work for me to edit. I do my editing during the week, so I don't want to do it on weekends when I'm trying to spend time with my kid and do other things. Right. Also, happy 4th of July, y'all.
Happy 4th of July. Thank you for the men and women. The men and women that fought so hard to get this country its freedom, and then those that continued to give us our freedom.
Yeah. And thank you to the Founding Fathers.
Thank you, Founding Fathers.
Thank you. Y'all are probably rolling over in y'all's grave looking at this country right now, but we're not going to get into that. Chilling with a felon. I got it on my shirt. Anyway, so I think that's going to be it for us today. Just keep liking, subscribing, commenting, turning on the notification bell on YouTube. And
we got some good stuff in the works, so please keep us.
We got a badminton coming up in a badminton tournament coming up in August. We're going to be taking interviews and making a whole entire episode about that. Y'all are going to enjoy that.
We got some fun things coming up. Tortilla slap challenge, a little trailer for our podcast.
Summer trailer, yep.
So,
and I think that's going to wrap us up for tonight. We're going to go play pickleball, so
you'll be active.
Happy Sunday to y'all, and we love you guys.
So, peace out. This has been Beyond 21
with Caitlin
and Callie.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.